Am I live? Let's see, I've got video. I haven't touched anything at all, so I should still have audio. Let's see. It says I'm live. Okay, there's audio there, so I'm officially live. And what's up, everybody? Just tweaking the way my screen looks on my end. Just hold on, let me try to get it to I'm gonna see if it'll do the pop-out thing like it did yesterday. Okay, it does. Perfect. Now I can see more of the chat room. Just making sure. Okay, much better. Perfect. Almost perfect. Yeah, just doing little tweaks on my side. Much better. Okay. Oh my goodness. So what's up, everybody? Got a Lisa here, and Patrick, and Wally, and Arden, and Pete, and Moon Bunny. Hello. Um, Hi everybody. Hi John Rogers. Yeah, the this is it's a better camera, but it's I think it didn't have anything to focus on. I watched the stream last night, and it's just like it's focusing on my face, and then I move and the focus goes out. So I figured it just needed more stuff. So it's different background, and trying the chair out. If it's like too creaky, makes a lot of noise, you can say something. Um just trying something a bit different. And then hopefully you can see my face a little bit better. You're gonna see the other side of my face today. Hi Dandy. Uh, and the temperature's right about the same. Like it's a little bit cooler temperature wise, but like humidity's up, so it just kind of feels the same. I thought it was gonna be cool. I do need a throne. I need one that reclines farther. That this one does not go back as far as it needs to go. I had a better chair, and that's not around anymore, so it's I didn't think I could sit in this, but we're gonna see if I can sit in this chair for 2 hours. Sure I can. I had to used to have to sit in this chair. No lava lamps before marriage. You'll see me get a you'll see me get a last name, and then you'll see a lava lamp. And if you see a lava lamp, that means I'm engaged. No. And then as far as I did think about wearing a different shirt, since I realized I got like this is black behind me, this is like dark purple. I just look like just one big massive light. If it wasn't so warm, I could try something different, but it's like an extra large. It just needs to breathe. So it's a same shirt, different day. Maybe tomorrow. It is supposed to I keep saying it. It's probably a jinx, but I keep saying it's gonna be cooler tomorrow, and then it's just okay, like right now it says it's 30 Celsius, so it's what it was yesterday. Come on. Now it's saying, see, I don't know. Whatever I say, it's gonna be warm. So it's gonna be warm every single day. I go live, and then as soon as Frank comes back on, then it'll cool back down. And I don't know if you guys saw that this morning. Uh, okay, hi Lil. Yeah, it's understandable. You've got so much going on. I understand if you've got to, wait and watch things in chunks, that kind of a thing. It's understandable. I'm still getting caught up from months and months ago. But no, yeah, this was the most you want current events. This is the most exciting thing that happened to me today. Had a friggin' 2 minute panic attack. What had happened was Frank tweeted these like, "Hey, it's here's the episode before I was off, and I'll see everybody on 5/5/29." uh, so I tweeted back. I was like, "You're not coming back till Wednesday? Enjoy your vacation." And I'm like, okay, that's a whole extra day. Like I had stuff planned for that day anyway. So it was literally 2 minutes. I'm freaking out. I'm looking at my phone. I mean, I can go live an extra day. That's fine. And then Frank tweets again. It's like, what now? What now? I just found this out. What now? And he corrected the tweet. Now it officially does say he's back on 5/28. That's Tuesday, and it's a link to the show from 5/20. Oh my god! And that was, what time was that? 11:42, and then this was corrected at 11:44. So yeah, that was the two most intense minutes of my day today. And oh my god, which it's fine. I am hungry now. I love that handle too, because I'm hungry often. And hello to Bobby and Jenna. Uh, hubby wants it every day. I don't. Yeah, that's hot. But how is everybody? Did you have a good night? Was it did you sleep well? Watch anything fun on YouTube, or I don't know, do anything sexy? Say my evening was just I watched my own stream, and I actually I can't think about it now because I'll start laughing, but I made myself cry laugh. So I it's yeah, so that was a good time for me. And I did finish off that cake. Yeah. Yeah, Jenna. Typical male thingy. Literally. Awesome. Yeah, slept well. Good. Yeah. Epic typo. Yeah, that's okay. Gotta if you do make a typo, you have to either quickly delete it or just accept it. One of the best typos I ever saw, and this is better now. So I got the chat room right here, even though I can't have the. See, I don't know if you can hear this, the noise this thing is making. That's why I don't have the camera, like say right, like say here would be the camera, the laptop would be underneath. That's why it's not like that, because of the noise. So based on how this goes, if there's no noise, I'll have everything closer for the next stream, and we'll see. Oh, are you getting two sheds? Please tell me you're gonna have two sheds. That's a Monty Python reference. Oh, please tell me you're gonna have two sheds. Anyway, best typo I ever saw was this is back in 2015 when I was doing the 10-second songs thing. It wasn't me, I didn't type this, but somebody said 10-second dongs with a D. And they're like, oh no, it's like, no, keep it. That's the best typo I've ever read. Leave it. Too much snoring. Oh, Wally, that sucks. Oh, Bobby, yeah. Been one of those days. Oh goodness. Yeah, the hair thing. Yeah, I don't know exactly what hoops you have to jump through, but I do know that they will like hook you up with free hair when you do the chemo thing. At least they had offered that. This is information I have from 2008, so things may have changed. But I do not gonna get into all the details, but this girl, she had gone through chemo, like younger girl, she was like 16 or a kid. Anyway, she showed up one day. It had this lovely blonde hair. It was styled and everything, and she's like, "Yeah, it's nice. I was a brunette before, but so it looked cute on her though. It's not mandatory. I hello. I am hungry now. Hello. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the wig thing. I mean, if I had the money, I would, because my hair decided to unalive itself after not this past January, but the January before. If you recall what happened at the end of the month, I'm not gonna get it. It'll come up in the when I talk about that year. But yeah, stuff went down, and then a couple of Marches ago, I'm just brushing my hair, and it's just pulling out strands and strands of it. I'm like, oh, here goes this, and jump ahead to now, and still no help. Yeah, please do smash that like button. I didn't look at YouTube last night. The thing with wigs, dude, this is what Lady Gaga did back in the day when she was hot. You just get them like it looks like a skull cap. It's just, like a black, it looks like just a beanie that covers up everything, but it's Velcro. So what you do, you just, pop on the one wig, pop on another one. I'm sure it's different for other humans, but if you're not dancing on the stage, but that's just I know that's the way she did it. And then, of course, you wear extra stuff on your head, you're going to be warmer. So it's fine in the winter time, but it must suck in the summertime. Oh yeah, they don't do the hair. Don't I did know a girl. I worked with a girl. She had long hair, got it cut real short. She's like, I donated it. I was like, oh, that's good of you. Okay, but I don't know how that and anything goes through that. Yeah, definitely. And then if you can't do the hat or the hair thing, just do like Frank does and just wear hats. Like just start getting like that's what I do. Just wear epic hats all the time, like 100% of the time. Like if you're out in public, have some kind of hat on, even if it's like just a bandana on, and just put like just do something. Have fun with it because it's a terrible thing to have to go through, especially women having to have no hair. Um, yeah, it's just all put up. Yeah, my hair is quite a wreck. It's long, but it thins out after a while. So I can like I can braid it. It'll look nice, and then it just starts to look. It's just looks like a rat tail. You can't do anything with the end of it. Epic hats, yeah, fascinators. Yeah, you have to be very, very beautiful to be a bald woman. I can't pull it off. Some of you ladies can. Yeah, yeah, don't do a beanie. That's just unless you're gonna do the if you've seen Turn Washington Spies, Jamie Bell, the main character, has it's like it's 1700s, so it's like that era, but it's a beanie that he wears. It works for him. He wears it well. And if you haven't seen Turn, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're patriots. I know Frank's spoken about it a little bit. Um, it's kind of the most season 3 is the best thing about 2006. I'll flat out straight that. I've got it on DVD. I've got it right back there. I've got it digitally. But watch the whole thing. It's 4 seasons long. Watch it. They're only 10 episodes a season. It goes by fast. When I got the first season, I watched it. I got off of work at, I don't know, 4 p.m. I got done with it at 2 in the morning and I was hooked. And then season 2 started. But watch them all, watch them in order. It's if you don't know history, it's fun. If you do know history, it's fun. It does stick to history so much so that at the time I was quitting a job and I didn't care anymore. So I was sitting on my phone the whole day looking at Wikipedia and I'm reading about an episode and they take so much. Like I didn't know at the time. I was just watching the episode and I'm still, crushed. 2016, 8 years later, but they actually do put in so much from what actually happened that day that it's astounding. Like if I didn't have mad respect for that episode and that show as it was, just reading that Wikipedia article, like holy, like I thought it was all like they made this up. You wouldn't say this, you wouldn't stand there, you wouldn't look at him, you wouldn't talk to. That's the way it happened. That's the way it happened, and the acting and just oh my god. I'm gonna have to talk about it because I mean not right now. There's too much to say, but it threw off your electrolytes when you went carnivore. Oh, and then your hair fell out. Ugh. Yeah, mine was strictly a stress depression type of thing. I hope it comes back. I don't know. I'm like I know there's a way to make your hair come back. I just haven't found it yet. I don't know the price of it. The stuff I do take for it doesn't do anything except my fingernails not chip. And I mean, I keep my fingernails short anyway. I'm on phones and the internet all day. That just doesn't. I bitch slap. I bitch slap Satan. I love that. So let me ask you this: Do you guys? What else do you watch on you? Pardon me, on YouTube. Like, who are your? I know you like, quite frankly, and this isn't me asking you to like kiss up to me, but like, what's your other like? Do you watch other current event shows? Like, what's your other favorite YouTube channels? Like, do you watch food porn or silly stuff or things like that? I just wonder, like, are is it a bunch of folks who are like just into current events, like I just want to know what's going on with the world, I don't have time for anything else, or is it like you watch, quite frankly, and you watch a variety of other things? I just don't know what everybody does. Oh, hi, Joe Taylor. uh yeah. lots of love to you and yours, Joe Taylor. That's rough. It's good though. It's the best thing you can do is say like absolutely everything that you do want to say to. I mean, anybody who's passing on. I mean, it might feel dumb to say. It feels one-sided, but after the fact, when I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. After the fact, when it's over, the fact that you did do that will give you comfort. I wouldn't lie to you about that. That is a fact. I do know that from personal experience. So if you have the chance to say goodbye to anybody, pardon me, please do so. It it's better than not having that opportunity. I've had not that opportunity too many times with important people, and then I did get that opportunity, and it helps. So if you can, just say everything you have to say, no matter what. Repeat yourself. Just get it all out, because you again, it's not forever. You get to see them again. It's just gonna be a while. So just let them know that too. Hey, it's just for now. It is just for now, because we all get to see uh, Louise and Lenny up in heaven someday. So it's just for now. Smoking on the porch. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I got to stay. Hi, Scott. I gotta stay sober just because I'm just reading all the names, make sure I got everybody. Um, it when I party, I just look too squint-eyed. It's my glasses make my eyes look smaller as it is. There's nothing I can do to make them brighter, make them pop right now with my lighting situation. So that would just make me look really sleepy. And oh, Russell Brand and Michael Malice, John Levy, Dr. John Campbell, music reaction videos, Dr. Mumby in Africa, guy that sells on eBay, goes thrift shopping for antiques. Okay. Oh, Joe, that's a good way to go. Yeah, keep them nearby. Yeah, I definitely well, I got off of work. I did the stream yesterday. Like, no, it's too late. I don't need to be eating this late. I ate all day yesterday. I don't need to. Or yesterday, I was thinking, I ate all day today. I don't need to have anything else. And I took one puff. And it's like, you know what? That cake needs to go. Pardon me. Smash that. Watch my own video. Then it's literally 11 p.m. I'm like, you know what? It's time for ice cream. Get it. Never eat that late. Great stuff. I was knotted out by midnight. I fell asleep watching my own video. Wake up at 4 in the morning, like, oh, I gotta take my pearl powder pills. Then I slept till like 9 a.m. That was interesting. Us to a YouTube channel at 9 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, vitamin D, great lighting. I will know after Friday. I said by the well, let's just Spencer Clavin's podcast. Okay. Oh, black Jamaican castor oil in your hair. Okay. Thank you, Jenna. Okay. Uh, yeah, that does suck. I did have a cat pass. That was a interesting event. Uh, and I did have to. It's where I knew where I would find him, and that is a place I do have to pass every time I enter and exit with my car. I just have to not think about it. It's okay. It's okay. And yeah, if I didn't have mad respect for Frank beforehand, I'm gonna start opening something up. I certainly effing do now. It's so uh it is fun to go live. Dabu at 9 p.m. I'm so glad there's stuff that comes on after, quite frankly, for you guys to watch. That is so cool. And then folks like Sticks, yeah. He's been a Sticks Hexenhammer. I know I was gonna mess that up. Thank you for typing that out. Um, yeah, Sticks has been on the show, hasn't he? It's been a while, but he's been on the show, right? I think. I know I've seen him on Twitter, so I like Frank must retweet him or something like that, or one of the Franklies I follow must retweet him or speak to him. And guess what I'm opening if you'd like to? It's a DVD, just one single DVD. It's channel related. If you want to guess, you don't have to. You can. Yeah, he was on the show. It's just been. I like he seemed like a busy guy. He's got a popular podcast. I've got three of these things. I'm gonna open them in what I believe to be not release order, just chronological order for what they pertain to. Yeah, that's because I personally don't follow well none of the folks you guys mentioned, but everybody I follow, if somebody does go live late at night, it's this one guy and he does it's the Game of Thrones. He's living in Holland. F yes. Love the Netherlands. They all drive just like me. Oh, it's lovely. They did in 2016. I want to go back just to drive. Yeah, Michael Knowles was on, quite frankly. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry your phone is a Swifty, Bobby. What kind of music do you play on that thing? I'm not judging you. Yeah, I thought about opening this. I didn't think about reading it. Okay, let's just open them all up. 13 o'clock podcast. Does it come on at 1 p.m.? So he goes from Vermont to Holland. You know what? That kind of makes sense temperature wise, since the Netherlands was well, like the day I left, it's 55. I get on the plane, get back to New York, it's 65. I'm like taking off the extra layers, like, oh, there's heat now. Oh my god, it was October, so that kind of makes sense. They sort of does he like have a his wife in another country? Does he have to physically be in another country to do his job? I mean, that's cool. I'd go there in a minute. There's nothing keeping me in one spot except for funding. I can don't have to punch a clock anywhere. All I have to do is upload regularly, so I can be anywhere at any time. Except when I'm live, I do have to just be in one spot, so I can't just say be in Ohio, then be in New York, and then be in Scotland, and then be on Mercury, something like that. That's just for these 2 hours now. Okay, yeah, that's I would not I wouldn't want to bring my wife and child to this country either. Understandable. I mean, I would. There's nothing wrong with America. Don't get me wrong. I'm from here. Second Amendment and all that. Oh, that's not cool. Don't I am not a Satanist. No. I have my own see, being a Satanist implies, let me get this out of the way. It implies that one believes in God as you all know it, him, however you want to refer to God. I'm not knocking any religion either. I don't know. It could exist. I've had my own religion for it'll be year 25 in October. I've got uh, I can't ever remember polytheistic. I've got more than one god. But I know that Satan is some kind of a-hole that goes around trying to give folks a hard time. And yeah, I don't know if it'll let you post links. YouTube's kind of weird because it's like you can put a setting where nobody can post links, but then at the same time it tells you that certain links are prohibited. So I just kind of left that alone. If you want to try to post a link, you can. Um, just don't, post to OnlyFans or anything like that. Oh, Skinner. Yeah, gotta love some Leonard Skinner. But no, I do have my Not Today Satan shirt. That's from Gray Still Plays. That's you can go to my homepage right now under top channels. The very first fella is Gray. That is my dad. That's my biological internet father. I will tell people in real life that's my dad. But we even look alike. That's we've got the he doesn't do a lot of you can't really see his face in modern videos, but he's got some old stuff up where he would do uh, VR. So it's like, you can see the game going on and then he's like real small down in the corner and all that. But if you do, there's photos of him. He's got like the high cheekbones and the sparse eyebrows. I got the big nose, full lips, kind of oval face. We look alike. And he's it's Gray Still Plays. All one word. Gray with an A. I spell gray with an E on purpose. He's gray with an A. And that is one of his catchphrases. He plays video games, and whenever the game is just fighting with him, he just can't get to the end, can't break through what he needs to. He's just not today, Satan, and he breaks through and he gets it. And he's got other catchphrases too. Oh man, I got that shirt a couple years ago. He still has the merch, but it's like the logo's a lot smaller. But they've got a long sleeve shirt, but the logo's smaller. I want the long sleeve shirt. And I don't know what size I wear in children's shirt. But I digress. I don't have to have it. The man is doing fine without my support every single time. I swear, every single time I look at my page, he's got another 100,000 subscribers. And then there's, quite frankly, with that 100K. So I know what's up with that. But no, I don't worship Satan. I know he's some real kind of a-hole out there that just tries to F with people, so I just tell him to F off. And God's okay with me too. So is Jesus. I'm fine with everybody. They can all exist and do what they need to do spiritually, and everybody can get along just fine. Because even though I do have my own, religion, like I just said, ever since something happened, quite regularly, I do have to fight with demons in my sleep. And I know they're demons, because I know what happens in my dreams. I know the forms things take. I know evil when I come across it. I've seen it enough. And it doesn't scare me, because like right away it's acting funny. I know what it is. I know it's pure evil. But it's also in my dream. So if you're on my turf, you're following my rules. And I'm not scared of you. So I gotta do that. And like sometimes I'm upset the next day. It's been okay recently. But I think that's why I will wake up with just bruises on my legs. And like I'm not like I don't toss and turn. There's no sexual violence going on. Nothing kinky. But I don't know where they come from. You can't see them. It's fine. The camera can't see it. It doesn't matter. I don't even have to bring it up. But that's gotta be what happened. What happened was an evil person died. I knew they were evil, and I don't know why they're trying to F with me. They haven't gotten through so far. It's getting easier to fight them off, so might as well just quit trying. Well, there's more I can do. Just gotta make them weaker. It's fine. Um, oh yeah, sticks, like the river sticks. Yeah. Yeah, can't be scared of evil. That's what it wants. Like whenever you're like just having a bad day, stressed out, whatever it is. Like, nope, nope, that's evil. That's Satan. That's trying to just bring me down. But nope, not today, Satan. You can't F off with that. Okay, absolutely no fear. That's kind of the theme of this year. Just want to do something, just why not? And then looking at my notes here a little bit. Just did that. Don't want to just go for it and don't be afraid. It's we're not getting any younger. But what is it? President elect pressure 609. Oh, hello. Ooh, that sucks. Recurring dreams are creepy. I used to have those a lot as a kid. This is not I don't know, recurring. It's like it's different situations and then let something happens and I know what it is. It's like, okay. All right, you want to F with me? I can F you harder. Yeah, so what I did get, are these in order? I believe they are. Okay, so what I did get was, this is, I don't know if you can see, House of Dark Shadows. This is a film, apparently, that came out in 1970. And then just chronologically, this takes place, I'm not going to read the back to you just because it's kind of hard to read with the light in my vision. But you can look it up online. This is one of these is available on YouTube right away. But had to get this, and then stop looking at it. This was the following year, 1971, Night of Dark Shadows. Again, will you focus on that, please? Or don't, whatever. They can hear me. Again, the following year, following year, I'm assuming it's chronological order. Because why wouldn't it be? And then, I know this costs a little bit more, and it's also available online right now. But if you watch the Dark Shadows complete series video, you'll understand why. But it's a CDs, 2-disc Return to Collinwood. And now this did come out in, well, it's copyright 2004, but chronologically it's supposed to take place in like 1980, which is about 10 years after the series ended. So that is how they sit on the shelf. And again, actually right now, right this second, I knew before I bought this, I could listen to this right now on YouTube, no problem. However, I don't know if it's monetized. I'm not going to put up with commercials, especially if they interrupt someone while he's talking. That will not fly, so I've got to have it for myself. And I do. And this is an hour and 46 minutes. That's not bad for 2 CDs. And then, of course, I'm not going to wait till I watch all of Dark Shadows again to watch these. So I will be watching these at some point. And then I'm not sure when I'll drop the reviews for them. But as of right now, I haven't seen them, so don't talk about them. No spoilers. 0%. So that will be coming along. And then I know there are one of these, I believe that the CDs tie into a remake they did in 2004 or 5. I do have a pilot for that saved somewhere on YouTube. Something like that. Beastwood. Yeah, Weird Dreams suck. If you, I tell you, if you want that Secret Nature CBD, that will make you have more vivid dreams. I know they're not sponsoring, quite frankly, now. They did in the past. I tried it. I liked it. That does happen. So CBD will have you not like bad dreams, but they're just more vivid, more intense, which I like that. It's not for everybody. Oh, Arden did. Arden's seen all this stuff. This is great. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, this is very niche. And then sleep paralysis. I've never had that, but I've heard a lot of stories about it. And, Oh, I don't know how you make that stop, but make that stop. That's oh no, I just because I'm claustrophobic. I can't just be like you never catch me in a coma or paralyzed. So that's that. No, that's just no. I could not. Ugh. Yeah, because when you're that's why you gotta have teddy bears and stuff like that, Jenna. Because if you don't have stuffed animals when you're a little kid, like the monsters will come out from under your bed and grab you and pull your feet down. So it's that's why it's protection. Oh yeah, sleep paralysis. Yeah, it sounds like you're like just having a nice dream, and then suddenly there's anxiety and you can't move. That's kind of how it sounds like it feels like. And then yeah, with Dark Shadows, it's very I get it. This is a show that not a lot of people are into. Like I'm not a horror fan, but I do end up getting into certain horror type things. So if you're not into that, this wouldn't be the show for you. If you're not into soap operas, this would not be the show for you. If you're not into watching something that was filmed in the 60s, it's never really crystal clear, and I don't think that's just my glasses. It's not going to be for you. There are things and like sounds and just that fucking bell ringing and that goddamn shot to choke down. But it's all secondary. Like gripes that I have about it are all secondary. Like you get into the characters are great, the show's great, the acting is phenomenal. Um, Sometimes the camera work is a bit spotty. It's you can watch it for free on Tubi. It's not like you got to sit there and pay anything to see it. And honestly, you can just jump right into Dark Shadows, watch episode 210, and if that doesn't get you hooked, then that's okay. It's just not for you. Maybe watch the whole season or watch the whole yeah, watch the whole season and see how you feel. But it's okay. And they are the first. This is on Tubi again. You will see the first year or so in black and white, and then what happens is they'll be in color one day, and then like some are still in black and white, which is okay, and then way later on, it's because like the numbering gets weird. I don't know what happened with that, but one of them is called the Lost episode. Did they find it? Apparently, like what it is. This is on Tubi. This is not a Dark Shadow spoiler. Um, I took notes on this too. It starts out and it's Laura Parker introducing what happens, and she's just basically telling you what happened in the episode. And I'm thinking, oh no, there's no footage of it. She's just gonna have to like I'm cool with the radio show. You can describe it to me. That's fine. I thought that's what it was gonna be. It's not though. She tells you what happens, and then they cut to like they're showing you stills from the scene, like probably from like dress rehearsal, and it's just the audio. So it is like a radio show. And like they go so far, then she cuts back in. She's like, okay, now it's the scene where this happens, and this person comes in, and they do that for it's like one episode. It's just one episode, and you really don't lose anything. There's one scene between with one character, like, oh, I don't get to see a scene. Oh, I'm never gonna recover. It's fine though. It's fine though. It's entertaining. You use your imagination. You know how by that time you're already familiar with the storyline, the characters in it. You know where they're gonna stand, where they're gonna look, where they're gonna gesture, where the music is gonna be, where the doors are. So you can see it in your head. It's not like you're. It's not like it's a. It's fine. It's fine. It's just one episode. It's fine. And it's way down the line. It's way down the line. But yeah, so they're black and white for a while, then they're color. They jump back and forth, but it's they're all in there. It is just that one episode that's got the. It's like a radio show. It really is. That is so much fun. If you're into radio shows, if you've never listened to like I'm sure they got them on YouTube here, old timey radio shows. You just listen to you with your imagination. It's amazing. I actually, what it was, if you've ever seen The Third Man, uh, don't really care for the score. Great movie though. The DVD had some extra radio shows from the late 30s, early 40s, and it's Orson Welles. He's got an amazing voice. They're so good, and they're like short. They're 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So entertaining, so good. They did use I Ching. Yeah, that was I don't know enough about I Ching to know if the way they used it would work to do what they needed to do. I think when I get farther down, when I get to that storyline, I think I will look into it. Like, how did they take? Like, are you just taking something going on in the 60s and putting it into the show just cuz, or did somebody really think about this behind the scenes, like, no, 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 this is how it really is going to work, even though it's not on the show. I got this whole backstory headcanon for this, and we're just going to put it on there. I don't know how it went. Tales of the Unexpected, I've heard of that. I would check it out. I like British TV. I know I've mentioned Still Game. It's very hard to find like UK stuff in the US for free. Like, you can't just watch BBC app because you have to prove you have a TV license, because that's how they do it over there. So if you want to watch Still Game, like, well, if you don't want to get Netflix, I don't know where else you can buy it. You can get it on DVD, but you have to get, it's 9 seasons. You got to get that last season in there. But you can't watch it all on Netflix right now. It is, uh, if you just watch the first episode of Still Game, and it's, you really should know Scottish. You can't watch the sub. You can't use the subtitles at all, because the subtitles were done by someone who speaks English for a second language, and they have never heard Scottish before. I'm not joking. The way the words they use are the words a person would hear if they've never heard Scottish, if they don't speak English for a first language. It's not an insult. It's just a fact. I hope it's insulting somebody though, because they're that bad. So you can't use the subtitles. You just have to know Scottish. And if you, yeah, there is no, yeah, there is a Still Game is on YouTube. I do have some of it on a playlist, on a public playlist. But yeah, if you want to learn Scottish, all you have to do is, I don't know if she's still around. I was following a chick called Wee Scottish Lass. She also calls herself Moscow Moon. This is about 5 years ago. I don't know if she's still around. A real cute Scottish girl, Libra, and but she's got an accent, but she speaks well enough for you to understand her. And then some of her videos were explaining the differences between Scottish and English. You know, watch that for about 3 weeks, and then you can move on to a channel called Batchy, Batchy. He no longer does YouTube, sadly, but the man was so funny. Scorpio. He has got a thicker accent. Um, but if you can understand him, then you're in there. He does mention Still Game twice. He does use a joke from Still Game. I didn't know it was from Still Game. So what happens is you sit down to watch Still Game for the first time, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. They say the line, and everything stopped. I spent 20 real life minutes rewinding and laughing at that joke. Oh my God. Oh my God. That happens further down the episode. Same actor, you know, completely different scene, talking about what they're talking about, and tears. I'm just crying. I'm like, oh my God, this is devastating. This is so good. How can you do this to me in one episode? And I was hooked. I got hooked on that show so hard. They didn't have the last season up at the time. But yeah, watch Still Game with no subtitles. And Greg Hemphill is hot. Oh my God, he's hot. He's still hot. Sagittarius. Don't mention the word. Cunt is just a like a person in Scotland. Like, that cunt cut me off, or some cunt just told me that it's honestly just, you know, like, older folks are not gonna, you know, you're not gonna see like a 60-year-old say dropping that word, but somebody, you know, younger, it's just a word. You just buddy, friend, a person, guy, a bloke. It's just like that. It's not, you know, you say it here, and it's the end of the world. It's like you dug up somebody's grandmother. But over there, I don't know, you know, maybe it's a little bit more insulting in like England proper, but Scotland, no, you're not, it's just like a regular word. People from Edinburgh speak clearer English than most English people. Oh. That's what's going on then, bro. Okay. Yeah, hi, E and NV. You made it, you made it. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna look at YouTube. That's what I was gonna do. Does it show me that I can't see you guys right now. Go into the creator studio. Where does it show me? I don't know. I forget where it was. Maybe it was just on YouTube. Oh, I was gonna say about Dark Shadows. Yeah, it is a niche thing. Not everybody's into it clearly. I mean, nobody my age is gonna be into it. Nobody uh I mean nobody my age is into anything I'm into. Nobody is into yeah, I don't know where that was before. Nobody is into my kind of music, my kind of TV shows, my kind of movies. I've never gotten one single person ever to go over to, quite frankly. Um, yeah, just people are not into my things. Like I get that, but by this stage in the game, I get that. But then I do the Dark Shadows thing, whether it's called for or not, because clearly, and I it's my longest video. I did not expect it to do numbers, and I throw it up there, and then I guess YouTube likes Dark Shadows because YouTube recommends it everywhere, everywhere. It's recommended on like 30, 50 effing videos of just random stuff like movies and Natalie Wood and channels that I've never heard of before, and this one channel that was something in Polish. I don't read Polish, but I can recognize it when I see it. I'd love to go to Poland. Uh, Poof. Yeah. Poof means a gay. I'm not sure exactly what that come. Maybe like a poof, like a powder puff. Like why would a man be dusting himself with a baby powder unless he's fabulous kind of a thing. But yeah, apparently YouTube likes Dark Shadows as much as I do. So thank you YouTube, and that has gotten my channel over 1,000 views. It's the best performing video I've ever put out. I don't think I'm ever gonna beat that. Um, I, I don't understand how that happens. I don't gotta tell you this. I'm just happy about it. 323 views on May 19th. It's like a redwood tree and next to a bunch of bushes compared to the other numbers I do. And I'm always impressed by numbers. If I like my first live stream, I had 10 concurrent viewers. I think I said this before. That's amazing. And then the last stream was double. That's 20. It was like 21, something like 2021. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. You can't fit 20 people in your house without bumping into them. That's incredible. Poofs are fake and gay. They really are. I'm sure if you wash a poof in the wash, it would like the washing machine would just eat it up too, so it would just fall apart and crumble. They don't have the staying power. So yeah, so I'll be we'll have the like Frankly's watching the chat room stories, and then I'll have the Dark Shadows stuff being pushed out by YouTube. So everything will be fine with the channel, and then I'll get that silver play button any year now. On our way to 100K. No, no, watch what they do. Watch what they do. If I were to have a channel get to 100K, they would be like, oh yeah, the new standard is you've got to get your channel to 500K for us to send you a button. I'm like, wow, yeah. Did you decide that on the same day? It's like, yeah, we did. Like, thank you, YouTube. And as far as swearing goes, like you can't you call somebody a cunt in the UK. It's not as bad here. I've heard that in the UK or like in England, like over here, like you can call somebody a motherfucker You just can't. But I heard that if you do it over there, like they get like extra insulted by it. Like, is that true? Because I'll call anybody an MFer. I just slips out. I mean, somebody cuts you off in traffic, I'm gonna say the worst thing I can think of. And you can't call them a cunt because they'll say thank you. No, that the American version, you dumb cunt. Shirt lifter. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, shirt lifter. I love the slang. And then do you guys go to funny 70s British show about a department store? Ugh. It sounds so familiar. Cussing is healthy. Sometimes you do. It's like you don't want to be like, Quentin Tarantino, where every other word's a swear word, where you don't want to have more of your words be swears than real words. Are you being served? I know that. uh, it is. Sometimes you just have to drop an F bomb. And you don't want to be, like swearing in public, swearing at children. That kind of don't swear at your pets either. Don't like people like to call their like pets like dumb and stupid and things like that. Like shut the hell up. You try to be, you be you live in their world and see how it goes. They understand what you're saying. You do have to just let out an F bomb or son of a bitch, Jonas. No. Okay, and now I swear, now I can't find it. My streaming equipment just churns through this battery. It's not so bad. Like it's been an hour. That's not so bad. But it eats through the battery. Yeah, Italian swearing. You got to more handsy and just yeah, I gotta and I can do it I can do it half. I think the carpal tunnel and then the right hand a bit kind of slows down my Italian. I last I know I can still order at Starbucks, so I just yeah, triple venti mocha. Who knows how much that costs now? See now I need to watch Are You Being Served? See now I wonder about that because again with Tubi it does have older TV like stuff from the 80s, stuff from the 70s, but I haven't checked to see if there is stuff that is from the UK. This is American programming. So I'm not sure if they breach into that, but they should. Yeah, innuendo and sarcasm, and that's the other thing. Oh, you big dummy. That's okay. That's a reference. That's different. Yeah. I am noticing a difference with the pearl powder. I'm actually going to be filming on Saturday, since it will be 1 month with it. But it's a big difference. Even after a week, I notice a difference with sleep. It's it's got to be so funny, Arden. I was noticing I was sleeping more. I don't sleep regularly. It's not like I go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time. But as long as I'm getting like more than 5 or 6 hours, I consider that good sleep. And then if I do wake up in the middle of the night, that's okay. That's normal. That's like a bathroom break, or it's just I just do wake up around 4 a.m. ish. Um, so it did help a lot with the sleep. I think it may have helped out with my skin a bit. I know I'm looking kind of I put on extra moisturizer and then I'm sitting here sweating, so I do look sweaty, but it's not that like it did clear up. I had something going on over here that cleared up. I'll blame it on the pearl powder for helping with that. My skin certainly hasn't gotten worse. Now there is something interesting going on with my eyes, as bad as they are. I did notice I can see I can see better with my right eye with my glasses off. I've never had that happen before in my life. I do need a new prescription. Um, I don't know what's going on. It could be the pearl powder helping out with that. I'm not looking at the bright screens from my old job. I'm gonna blame it on the pearl powder for helping out. So there is that. I don't know how to act being able to see. So that's good. I'm gonna when I do film, I'm gonna I'll go to the website. I'm just gonna go through all the things that it says it cures, and then I'll just speak on that to see if it has improved anything. Hi Dragon Sage. Uh, yeah, sometimes it was not expensive. It's when I went there, it was like 38 bucks for the pills. They do have the powder. Like the prices are right around the same, pills and powder. I just don't. Um, I prefer to chew my calories, and I do have some protein powder. It's like it's easier to just pop a pill. It's not like you can't just open it up and just like I haven't smelled it or railed it. But it was like 38 bucks. You take that quiz, you get your discount. It ended up being like 36 and change. I got it right on time. And it is a 2 month supply. You take two every day. And I end up I do try to take them before bed, but if I forget, like last night, when I do wake up at 2 in the morning or 4 in the morning, sorry, I'll just pop them then and go back to sleep. So I couldn't say. Yeah, I do need to get outside more. I need to wear a hat so I don't tan. That's the problem. I need like a wide brim hat because I was getting the like the trucker arm. This is my right arm, but I wear a lot of long sleeves until it has to be very, very hot out for me to be like, okay, I guess I'll put on a short sleeve shirt, but I'm still wearing pants. But it's honestly, it's gotten to, it does make me sleep, which is great. And I do need sleep because I also look tired. But since I'm doing everything for the channel, if I'm sleeping, I'm not thinking. So it's cutting into the time I need to plan things for the channel. So I will put this in the video too. I'll tell you this now. But Sunday afternoons have great wide brim hats. Oh, thank you, Erica. Yeah. Yeah, and I need to get some sun, but I don't need to tan. Wanna maybe I'll just tan my feet. Nobody can see that. It's yeah, since it is making me sleep so much, what I'm gonna do is cut down to half a dose, which means I'll just take one every night to see if like I do need to get sleep, but I can't sleep that much. I can't go to bed at midnight and get up at 9 a.m. every day because I'm used to getting up at say I hate to say it like 6:30, 7:30, and I've got that time to like lie there and think because I can't look at my phone yet and just think and plan and just sort things out. Like I don't have the TV on, I don't have any media going. I just have it quiet just so I can think. So and then like maybe down the road things even out for the channel. I can sleep more, but as of like right now, as of the next few months going forward, I can't sleep that much. So I'm gonna have to just take one and see if that just gives me a few extra hours of sleep and I can still wake up because it's kind of I feel like it's slowing me down the way that I would like get an idea, I have to jump up, write it down. Now I'll get an idea, I won't jump up and write it down. And it's like I don't want to get out of that habit. Like I don't want to stay in the habit. I don't want to develop a bad habit because I can very easily always jump up to write things down and then I won't be able to stop. But I don't want that to stop completely, if that makes sense. So in the spirit of that, hi Shane. Shane B saved my ass. I was just so frustrated dealing with that TV. Not the one I have now, the one I got in between, friggin' Google TV. And I had to factory reset it. I could not go through all those videos. I couldn't see to find it. And then he told me how to fix it. I got to fix it the next day, like first thing the next day. So he saved my ass. He's great people. So yeah, I will be. Oh, Willie, fix it. Hello. I'm gonna be just taking one a day for a month, and then I'll do another review to see how just taking like the half a dose does. And then here sometime soon, I will be getting that dragon's blood for the inflammation, because part of the reason I'm sitting in a chair today and I don't have the setup from yesterday is because my back was killing me when I woke up. Oh my God, I've been, I get up, I lay on the heating pad, do something, lay on the heating pad, do something. And you can't take pills and do the heating pad. It's one or the other. Found that out from a Frankly. And I'm not going to sit here and take pills now because I'm wet up laying the heating pad when this is over. So it's, I'm going to try the dragon's blood for the inflammation. And then this will be in a video that will come out beginning of June. Let's see. Because honestly, right now, I don't have to tell you this, but right now it's looking like I'm going to upload on Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday, quite frankly, is off, so we can come here. And then he will be back on the 28th. He will be back on the 28th. And so I believe June 2nd, that will be when the review for the pearl powder will drop. Yeah, that sounds right. So you'll get the review not too far away from when it was filmed. I did want to make sure it was, a month away from when I did start taking it. So I had a full month of taking the pills in there, so I knew how they would affect me. Oh, Black Betty. Oh, pretty cat. Glad she likes going to live shows. And then it is Wednesday, isn't it? That is so odd because I thought it was Thursday because Grace Still Plays didn't upload until it was like 16:34. It usually drops videos at 4 p.m. So I'm like, wait, what day is it now? Yeah, put it on live chat. Don't put it on top chat. It's up at the top of the screen. It might say top chat. Just tap that. The second option is live chat. All messages are visible, and select that. And then it does reset everything. And welcome to the live chat. Remember to blah, blah, blah. Learn more. We've been here before. Spilling water on myself like I've never drunk water today. It did. Because I thought it was supposed to rain. It just must be the humidity. Maybe it like swooped past somewhere. I don't know. It stuck around. But yeah, it is Thursday there. That's okay. I usually always think it's Tuesday. And then I thought well, Frank did say it was up in the air, but he did say that today he could have possibly gone live in the studio, but it kind of depended on if Aurora wanted to cooperate, but he didn't, so that's okay. So it got to be after 4 or 5. I'm like, wait, did Frank go live today? Did I miss it? But he just didn't. Yeah, Patrick's in the future. That is so cool. That's if and when I do get to go back to the Netherlands or go to Scotland, I'll have to post the Back to the Future theme song. You got to do stuff like that. Oh, I was going to ask. Now are you guys uh, what's it called? Did you subscribe? Well, not subscribe to, quite frankly, but did you are? I can't think of the word. Do I, I can't think of the word. Do you go to the Sunday streams? Like, I know it's a subscription thing, like Subscribe Star or Patreon, but like that's part of it. Like, is that something you guys do as well? Because I don't. I've never, a couple of times when Frank was first starting his Sunday streams, they accidentally went live on YouTube. And just I knew that out of respect I didn't click on it because I knew it was for Patreons at the time. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't know if it's still Patreon. I know it's through Subscribe Star. You get all of the. Hold on, I've got it here. Well, is it gonna let me pull this up? I've got it here. Okay, well this is the link that I use. I've got a few things saved. Yeah, you can click on that, but it goes. Yeah, subscription tier is the $5 one. Follow back package, simple, affordable, sustainable. It makes all the difference in the world. You get access to all subscriber only content and unlisted streams, i.e., Sunday afternoon streams, special musical sessions, etc., but also a follow back on Twitter. That is, and then then there's a book club. Where's the book club tier at? I don't know where that is. This is so my I'm on the I know how to read. It's it's just a little bit bright because I'm on the charger. Now is the I want to say yes, but isn't the $5 one? That's the book club still, isn't it? Yeah, I know the book club is on Monday. I'm just wondering about the time of the Sunday stream because I don't know if Frank does that at the same time every Sunday or if it's just randomly. If it when it happens, it happens. All tiers can do book club. Thank you, Dandy. I thought so, but yeah. But yeah, and I'm not an employee of anybody, not of quite frankly, not of anywhere. I don't want anybody to think that it's not yeah, this watch QFTV about once a week. That's cool. Yeah, this is just me doing stuff independently on my own. It's nobody no Sunday plans. Nobody asked me to do this. I just does Frank still do the signed postcards? I believe so. I could have sworn I just saw it when I was at the website here or over at yeah, subscribestar.com/ quite frankly not sponsored. He's just a cool guy doing good stuff. Yeah, there is one. The postcard package. Oh, limit reached. Okay, I forgot about that. Yeah, they do have limits. I don't know what the limits are, but they have them. I mean, it makes sense. A postcard club. He can't be filling out 100,000 postcards because then how's he supposed to eat if he wrecks his hand? So that does make sense. Oh, welcome back, Jenna. So yeah, there's still the postcard club. It just filled up. Chick arrested with 14 million dick pics. Now were those ones that she took herself or ones that were sent to her? Because if she's like around like finding 14 million penises and just let her go. Doing all that legwork, this woman's just resourceful. But if they were given to her, then that's just cheap and lazy. She can get arrested for that. That's you can sit in jail. Yeah, if you do like Frank, if you like what he does, if you like his lava lamps, if you like his music, if you like the fact that he's got two studios, you can always support his channel with the link there, and that all goes directly to him. That's all for his paying his bills, paying his. He does have a crew. He's gotta put gas in the car. I don't know how he does his works his money, but it does go into his show. So it's not like it doesn't just fall through the cracks. Plus, you get all that bonus stuff, like every single tier on there, and they go all the way up to I think $100. They've got stuff on there for you, so it's not like you're just pledging an amount and getting nothing back. And honestly, $60, you can do the $5 tier for a year, And then, you get all the book clubs, you get all the Sunday streams, you get everything listed there, you get that follow back. Uh, Now see, that's messed up. Like, is she working like like folks are coming through the airport. Hey, I gotta search your bag and I've got to take a picture of your penis. All right, you can go. Have a nice day. Like, is that how she's doing her job? That's terrible. That's sexual harassment. That's not okay. And if that's what she's doing, working that job, I'm sure she's not hot either. Like when I had to go through when I had to go through JFK, they gotta feel you up, even though you go through the X-ray thing. And that woman was not hot. But yeah, you can $60 get you a whole year extra, quite frankly, content. And then I could not say what goes on at that. Well, like with the book clubs, let's say, like one ends, then about a half a month goes by, and suddenly you've got like 14 uploads right in a row, and it's all quite frankly, and it's all the book club. And I have not had time to watch, sadly, but you do get those eventually, but it's different than being there live. So if they're reading a book you like, then you definitely, sign up for, even if it's just for the few months it takes just to experience that with the people because it's all got to be Mother Franklies, so, and they know how to read. So that's got to be a blast. If they were going to do a book that they wouldn't, but if they were going to do a book that I had read or that I wanted to read, that's something I would get in on. Yeah, smash that like button if you would, please. It does help out. It's and the way YouTube displays things, it will show like the stream will end and then it will show like 2 views, and it's like, no, there were more than 2 people here. What's going on with that? And it's just it's weird. Like it won't let you even add like the end title stuff right away because it's still processing. So it'll show like the number of views since it ended, and then at some point it updates. I guess I can't complain, but that's what it does. And then this is just my dad. I love Gray. He's a Pisces. Oh yeah, that's right. Over on Jim Lee, over mod over there, and then Jim Lee goes live on Jim Lee. He's a climate viewer. He's here on YouTube as well. Scorpio. Jim Lee though, just one word because he's from, quite frankly, that's where I know him from. And that guy's cool. That's the if you don't know, if you weren't there, because there's so many guests that have been on the show over the years that um when we're in the chat room, it like if we're not making fun of the caller, you we should be, but if you're calling in, the chat room should be talking about you. We should not be continuing our conversation. Like everything should stop because we're making fun of the caller. Not mean, but we're commenting on the caller. It's tough love. It's like being in a room with your friends. They're gonna rip into you. They're gonna call you, like a hey dumbass, like stuff like that. They're just gonna f with you. That's all it is. So we, not talking smack. Like we're not insulting guests ever. We don't do that. We can disagree. Of course, we can disagree. Never be afraid to, like, I don't think this, like this guest is full of crap. I know this about this. They don't know what they're talking about. Like, you can say that, of course, please do. It's not an echo chamber of, oh yes, the guest was right. But Jim Lee was on, and I don't know exactly what was said. Somebody else said something. And see, Jim Lee's talking. He's like, yeah, this and that. Oh, and by the way, so and so in the chat room. It's like, oh, he's reading us. Oh shit. He's the only person to do that. And he does watch some other guests do. But Jim Lee is definitely one. When he's talking when he's, he'll be looking at the camera talking, And then at some point he's looking away, and I don't know exactly where he has it, but he is watching us. He's watching the YouTube chat room. That's always fun. Oh, back from the balcony. Awesome. Yeah, it's this would be a nice day. I'm not a big drinker, but you know, like when it's warm out, you just drink anyway because it's like you're gonna sweat anyway. So whatever. This feels like it would be the perfect temperature for it, like sitting outside with your cocktail, whatever you drink, kind of a thing. Anytime, like during the eclipse, yeah, Jim Lee here. Jim does know his stuff, Patrick. Oh yeah. And Jimmy will take on anybody, and he does say his tag is to attack ideas, not people, and that's true. As heated as he does get, he's never going after anybody specifically, any individual person. He's always, like, hey, your ideas about this are wrong. I'll tell you why. He's not a malicious type of person. Don't get as direct and kind of severe as he is. He's just a Scorpio. It's don't take him. They have a hard edge like that. He's not a mean spirited guy, even though he does come off kind of hard. And then yeah, 6'1", that makes you a big drinker. Because if you're 6'1" and you have one too many, boom. Yeah, extra large drinker. That's all right. If you're gonna drink, I'm the type where I can't just because I've got this tinnitus. So if I lie down, if I get sleepy, if I drink, if I do any kind of downer, I get this whooshing sound in my ear. So if I'm gonna drink, it can't just be like I'll have a glass of wine with dinner. Or I'll have a couple of cocktails. No, I've got to put on the dance music. I've got to drink till I get smashed and then fall asleep. And I don't mean like being sick. I don't get sick when I drink. I'll black out, but I'm not going to have anything come back out of me involuntarily. It's that kind of weather. And then Jim Lee is live usually on Sundays. I don't quite recall the time. I want to say it's after 7 p.m. It's something like 8 p.m. So it's not like it's terribly late, but Jim Lee will sit there easily, so easily. Like I went to a show a week or so ago, whenever it was. It was 3 hours long, and he's like, "I've been sitting here for 3 hours," and we're like, "Yeah, it's fine. I keep going, I guess. I don't know." He's like, "Man, I'm tired. I got to do this." Like he works full time. He's got a family. He's got stuff to do. But yeah, he spent 3 hours with us. That was so cool. Yeah, 6 p.m. All right. Yeah, he's direct rather than aggressive. That's what it is. He's not I'm gonna come to your house. It's like no, it's like he's like no, he's like no. All of your ideas are stupid. Here's why. One, two, three. Yeah, and he's got sources to back him up. He's always got you see his screen. He's literally got a million and one tabs open up. He's got all his references so he can get all. He knows his tech stuff. He's not me. He really is. I don't see. I wonder how much Jim Lee gets to sleep and still get everything done because I don't think he has a crew. He's got a family, but he doesn't have a crew. And he's the one. He's that ballsy. He's like, hey, I'll let you know. I've got I mean, you can go to his YouTube right now. He's got his full address there. He's not shy about it. Um, just not shy about it. Just Scorpio. He does resemble an actor I like. And that kind of threw me off. So I was watching a movie. I'm like, God damn, this guy looks so much like Jim Lee. The water signs. That's why. It's like, oh, Robin McCutcheon. I like her, but I can never see her because she's got all of that stuff flashing in her background. So I have not seen her in a while, but I know she's been on the show. I just wish she just didn't have the flashing and the movement and I can't do it. I can't see anything when that happens. But I like her. She's got some good stuff. It was so Kathy O'Brien was on recently. I'm glad she did get to come back. That chick's been through it. Oh, she's so good. And then I do have a link to her. That's not it. I hit the same thing twice. Fantastic. Let me do this without screwing it up. I think I do have a link to her website still. Yeah, I do. Let me. I'll share this with you guys. And then I hate to. I do have some stuff saved that are like, things I can't possibly remember, like like the link to a gilded for calls, or something like that. I'm not going to type that out every single time. And unlike some people, I'm not going to put a huge title in front of the link that I post and then post it. And I'm also not going to spam the room with the same fucking link the whole show. Because Frank does have some awesome guests. I'm almost can't say anything on Twitter because I'm always like, it's been another great week of shows with the guests. It's like, and then it just gets repetitive. I can't say that anymore. I have to think of something else to say. It's so much fun and the guests are good. I don't know. And it's free. I don't know how to act. But yeah, you have to always, and it's not just because I'm sitting here on camera, and it's not just because I do happen to be a moderator, quite frankly, but in, I guess in life, you do have to always keep other people in mind. And so if you are moderating anywhere, you have to realize that some people are not watching on a computer or a laptop. Maybe they're just watching on a phone. And when you watch a show on a phone, you only get about hmm, this much space to work in. Just about that. And some people have less than that. Now imagine if all of that was filled up with one person. One person. Now imagine if one person was in there with 4 separate links. How much conversation could be going on? Let's see. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines of space to have a conversation. So if you're a moderator, you have to moderate in moderation. And I wish I could teach people that. Some people don't know that, and they're going to find out. So yeah, you do have to always keep other people in mind. Like that one caller, he's like, well, I'm not worried about the flow of the show. I'm just trying to get some information out there. It's like, well, this is a live show. You've got to think about other people. Oh, dinner's finished. Yeah, do the dinner thing. What are you having? Oh, new headlights for your car. Awesome, John. Hell yeah. The best roofer on, quite frankly, is that a channel? Like, is it a guy that does roofs? We don't need a roof for the balcony. You can still go out there when it rains and you never get wet. Yeah, see, yeah, there you go. So I mean, I've got the laptop for the show, but for years I was doing everything on this little, it was like a Galaxy S6 phone. Literally, you only got 7 lines of lines, just 7 lines of dialogue, 7 lines of space to speak in. And then I had a Bluetooth, keyboard so I could keep up. But yeah, I did that for, oh, I'll figure out how long when I actually get to it with the chat room stories. So when I get that back in my head, it was like a year, maybe more ish, give or take. It can be done. It can be done. And that was a weak phone. It was so bad I'd get off of work, I'd have to put it on the charger, and it took like 3.5 hours to get back up to a full charge. It had a bad heart. It sadly died. So that did happen. So yeah, all things in moderation, even moderating. And there's never there's not a class, there's not a school for it. There's a if you I don't know. It's you. It kind of going back when we had a lot of moderators for quite frankly, and this does still happen now. I see this happen on other channels where people do have, like their sword or their shield or their wrench, whatever indicator to say that they are a mod, but that's all they do. They just have that highlighted name. They just have that little extra by their handle, and they don't do any moderation. There's people in there just spamming, let's say, or doing things where I have to step in and do the job because they're just sitting there and hi, hi, hi. Like, do something, bitch. You got this fucking color on your name for something. Do something with it. Don't make me take a screenshot. So and that's not me. I'm not trying to give whoever decides who's a moderator any kind of crap. It's like if they think that somebody's good for the job, that's what they think that they should go with it. I believe I got to be a moderator because I showed up consistently. I don't pick fights with folks. I just it's sort of stay on an even keel. Um, I, um, I realize it's the internet. You can't, that's the whole point. You can, everybody wants to get a rise out of you. And if you are a moderator, sometimes people, sometimes they don't say anything to you. They just come up there and act a fool and they just, wait till something happens to them. Sometimes they tag you in every single thing they say and you get everything in between. So it's, oh, thanks, Patrick. And you just have to, yeah, I love hunting trolls. Because it's never. Sometimes it's obvious. Sometimes, like back when we had the porn bots, they're posting links. Obviously, that's the person you get rid of. And yeah, being a mod can be fun. But I always think of myself as just a fan of the show. I'm there to have fun, but I'm also there to protect the place. It's I do like to, this came up kind of yesterday. I like things the way they were when I showed up. I like to keep it that way. And it is a chat room. It's not a spam room. It's not a troll room. It's not your personal sounding board for every single last thing you've got going on in your life. It's not a chat table either. That's why there's no point in when you walk in and you get a laundry list of things you just can't do and say. It's like it's a whole room of people. You can't tell a whole room of people, whether it's physical or on the internet, what to talk about. So when people do come in, if they are acting up, after about 4 years, you've seen everything. I will say that. Oh no, Dandy, you're fine. You're fine. But if it's not obvious, like acting up, then that's when you really have to read more, and that's when you start learning everybody's screen name, the way everybody types. That's why, like, I read what people write first, and then I can guess who said it. And then when I start to read things I don't recognize, that's when I look at the handle, and it's like, okay, they're new. Let's see what they do. And it's not every new person. It's very specifically. It's almost rare now. Um, but you can just tell when somebody's going to start acting up. At least I can. There's certain words, certain phrases, certain topics where it's like, let them run with it. It's never, again, they want your attention, they want your time. So you don't sit there and, hey, don't say this, don't do that. Why don't we do this here? Why don't you act like what? I'm not their mother. If a person can't just come in and read the room and get along, they're doing it for a reason. And sometimes they figure it out, sometimes they don't. It's very, you gotta use a light touch. It's very, you don't want to be heavy-handed. It's never been my chat room. It's Frank's chat room no matter what. So it's um we're all there at his discretion. But at the same time, if I'm doing something, if Frank wants something done, he will send me a message like, hey, if you see this in the future, do this, or like, hey, if you see this in the future, don't do that. It's not like hey Nikki, here's a literal sheet of things, do this, don't do that. It's not like that. So there's no trouble, so I assume I'm doing a good job. I wouldn't want to be paid for it, so it's it's just showing up. Okay, sports. Yeah, Pete, you would watch women's college, and you'd watch women do anything. Oh, he played pro hockey in Europe. Whoa, that's got to be intense. Oh man, do you have any yeah, injuries from back then? Any like creaky elbows or knees or body parts from them days, or did you make it out unscathed? Uh, all right, good defense. I tried to ban Nikki 100 times. Can't happen. She's got a Mark's Mark San angle. Okay, that's just how it's written. And you have to understand that about Willie. That's just how Willie fixes it. That's just how he speaks. Oh yeah, Dragon Sage. Ugh. Okay, I quit hockey to play guitar. That's hot. That's awesome. I didn't stop. Like you don't like write hockey songs. That would I've never heard a hockey song. That would be odd. Like what is he singing about? Just play Wonderwall. Oh yeah, and it could be folks. More folks are watching on. Somebody else pointed this out. Other folks might be watching on other platforms. They might just be spending their full time on Pilled. Yeah, I do need an American flag, some kind of a flag. Get a get an American flag. Get a Scottish flag. See that's the thing. I can't. You can't do that. It's much as like yes, I did learn Scottish, but you cannot speak it back to them because they will know you're not Scottish. They will call you out for it. They will make fun of you, like all this American and all this kind of thing. You just have to like know it, but just be yourself. You don't go over to Scotland and try to start pulling the accent. Just talk like yourself. They're gonna know you're American anyway. Like this color, they're gonna know I'm not one of them. Now, do you still play guitar? Dragon Sage is your doppelganger persona. Cello. Wow. Oh yeah, Willie. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, fastest check responder in the biz. It's so easy. It's I don't have to think about like a regular conversation. I will lose my train like this. I lose my train of thought. I get distracted. I'm here. I'm there. Chat room. But it's all right there, and I get so much of it. So I get a whole page. I don't have to still play in a band. Awesome. It's all right there. I don't have to remember anything, and I can honestly respond to everything I need. And it gets to be now I can, keep up like one or two conversations, that's fine. But then what will happen is I can do this too. I can keep three, four, maybe five going on, and that can go on. But what happens is if folks don't tag me, then I will, since I'm just reading the words and not the handle, I will lose the conversation. And then maybe they don't want to talk for the whole show. I get it. But I don't mind having that many conversations going on at once since it's just 2 hours. And that's fun. It's because everything's just right there. I don't have to be like, okay, hold on, I'll get back to you. I got to talk to this person. Okay, hold on, I'll get back to you. It's don't I don't have to do that. It's just all right there. And then it's not. I don't know what other people do if they sit there, puff the tragic dragon sage. My life is so similar. Puff the tragic dragon. It makes me want to watch Pete's Dragon, but like like what if they like have you've seen this before the Mrs. Doubtfire, but it's recut as a horror film. Like I don't know if this exists, but Pete's Dragon recut as a horror film. Is it Mickey Rooney in that? I watched that so much as a child, but I don't know Pete's Dragon, and if there's a remake. It Can Blow Me. This is the one from the 70s. Yes. Oh, they made one in 2016. Well, you know what that can do. Ugh, I hate that I got it. It does have Mickey Rooney in it. Ah, okay. Yeah, let's just never mind about what Mickey Rooney did when the cameras were not on. We won't talk about that right now. He is a very good actor. 5'2", Libra. Oh, I babysat for your piano teacher. Did you get any free piano lessons? Tried flute for a year, not your thing. Wish I played piano, Dragon City. Yeah, I do. I had a keyboard, have a keyboard. I do know I learned like the first few bars of the Moonlight Sonata. There's a Mozart piece. I swear I could learn it. It would take me a while. Not Mozart, sorry, Beethoven. Beethoven. I could learn it. I'll find it. Piece. Yeah, it's a piece because they're not songs, they're pieces. I could learn that. It's simple enough. It would take a while just hurt to do the sitting, but I could learn that. I'll have to look it up. It's something you've probably heard. It's simple. I'm not Jerry Coogan. Oh yeah. There was a one time I was hanging out with a friend and we were hanging out. Well, it was like a group of friends. We went to another friend of theirs house. I didn't know the kid, but we went to the basement to hang out and he had a drum set. Oh, that's how you paid for your lessons. Hell yeah, Lisa. Right. Now do you still play piano? And so we go down to the it wasn't a creepy basement. This was not a creepy situation. Go down to the basement. It was clean. There was a drum set down there. I was like, cool. So this kid, like stoner kid, goes over there, sits down. I'm thinking, ooh, what are you gonna do, stoner kid? Is that even yours? Dude sits down. He played, played. Oh my god, I didn't know he was good at anything. Just sat there like 5 minutes, just going, just like Frank. I was like, he's good at something. Holy shit. Blew my mind. Never was free concert, just impromptu thing. National Velvet. That's exactly what I was thinking of, Patrick. Yeah, great movie. It's I believe that's on YouTube. I watched it not too long ago. It is on YouTube. It's got to be on YouTube. It was as of this year. If it's not still up now, I apologize. Um, yeah, well, we know Frank's gay. That's why when he's in the closet, when he's at home at the home studio, that's when he's the big GHEY. I'm just looking at I have many playlists. I've got a playlist of movies I do want to watch and then movies that I have watched because I cannot keep them straight. Uh, you got to see this. This is on YouTube. I know you've heard of it. There's a scene from it I know you have to have seen. It's a movie from 1969. The Gay Deceivers. It is not what you think. That is on YouTube right now. Uh, hour 31 minutes, so it's not a bad time. And it does have that famous scene. You can also watch Beckett. I brought that up. And I did watch a lot of Mickey Rooney movies at one point. It's got to be in here. Unless they took it down. Where did I watch that at? Oh, and then I know you haven't seen this. The intro to Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. I used to have that album. I'd have to look that up again. I swear I know how that album started. Because it was like 2 discs, wasn't it? It was huge. Oh, but here's put a 1 in the chat if you've seen this. It's a movie called It from 1927. If you've seen that, let me know. Put a 1 in if you haven't, that's okay. Got married twice. What happened to the first one? Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. See, that's scary. What if you go to get married the second time and she's like, nah, nah, I've had enough. No, that's good. Oh, you've seen it, is it a, it's really hot. I should have looked while I was here. Now I've forgotten it and I've got to go all the way back. There was honestly a time when I had a memory, and it was so long ago I can barely remember it. Uh, yeah, Clairvaux, um, Leo, just one. Um, Sorry, I gotta crunch it up before I throw it out. Just yeah, yeah, not the Tim Curry one, not the whoever Skarsgård one, the first It from 1927. It is very good, and if you don't like silent films, then you're wrong because they're still very entertaining. If you honestly, if you're not into silent films, just don't go into that. Go watch this is on Tubi. You can watch they have them both. They do they? Wait. Modern Times, Charlie Chaplin film. That's Paulette Goddard. And then they also have the one everybody's talks about for good reason, City Lights. They do have Modern Times. Oh, oh God, yes. And yeah, so you can watch those, and those have now there is talking in Modern Times a little bit, and there's a song, but it's other than that, it's a silent film. And then City Lights, I've only seen it once, but it's popular for a reason. They're still talking about it today for a reason. Watch it. I don't believe that has any speaking in it at all. But then Charlie Chaplin was one of the last ones to. Let's never mind what he did outside of the studio. He's one of the people who was one of the last people to go over to talkies. Uh, and for good reason. I see why. It's not like he has a bad speaking voice. He is English. If you don't know that, it still kind of throws you off the first time you hear it. And then if you don't like Charlie Chaplin at all, watch a movie called Chaplin from, I believe, 1992. Robert Downey Jr. It's one of those movies that had everybody in it. Like anybody who was popular at the time was in it. It even had David Duchovny in a small role. Watch and the score. Oh, it's so good. It has it's he's not credited, but it has Anthony Hopkins in it as the biographer who's speaking with the spoilers. I won't say. Um, but yeah, check that out. And I like Babe Ruth. Yeah, I got to one day I would like to my brain to be able to learn baseball. Frank went live on Twitch over the weekend and he was playing baseball. I don't know which, you know, game it was or uh which team he was when he was playing, but it's easier to understand than football. I don't get sports. I don't know. Maybe because if I played, maybe I would concern myself more with it, or if I had family that played, I would be more into it. It's just not it's a video game. I'll watch anybody play a video game, but I won't watch if it was like just a live game, I wouldn't watch it. I can't do it. Yeah, I'm sure we have enough Franklys to start a band. I need to see Metropolis. I do need to see that. And that is true. Charlie Chaplin was born 4 days before Hitler, same year, 1889. So what was going on that year? And then I did have to these are the kind of things I have to know. I've still got it pulled up from yesterday. Because Charlie Chaplin is, April 16. He's obviously Aries. But then since the day, I've been over this one, the day the signs change over, does change from year to year. I had to know since Hitler's birthday is April 20th. I'm not sure where the sun was then, so I had to put that into astro.com to check, and he's technically a Taurus. Of course, it's on the cusp, but that's so there's that. Like the time I had to look up, I love telling this story. This was from God, this would have been in the first 2 years of the show, but we were talking about whatever we were talking about in the chat room, and I realized I didn't know how, wasn't quite sure how to spell the word bestiality. So I looked it up, and I forgot to type in the word definition. I just typed in bestiality. I hit enter. I said, no! My phone, for whatever reason, it made whatever images it pulled up blurry, which I didn't set it that way. I'm glad it did, though. I don't need to see that. I was like, no, don't show me that. I know how to spell it now. Oh my God. So, yeah. Yeah, Bobby, she'll play the drums if Frank can't make it. Oh, nice. Now, what is it like? I know you have to walk your dog every day. Like, what happens if you don't? Do they just get antsy? Do they run around all night? Like, do they have like nerves? Like, what if it's like snowing or raining really bad? Like, what do they do? Why do they have to go out for a walk every day? I don't understand that. I mean, I don't like what happens if you skip a day. No, I do everything from a laptop now. However, I'm glad you brought this up. If because this did happen before when the bots come back in. I don't have a mouse. It's not a touch screen. It just has this little like pad at the bottom to get the mouse to move around. And if bots are coming in that fast, the laptop can't keep up. So what I found out, because there wasn't anybody to help me out, as per usual, what you'd have to do then, it's not a big deal now because I know it now. All you do is you go to your phone and you open up the exact same chat room, and what it is, you can just because you're just tapping the screen, you can like highlight them, remove or block whatever the option is, and you can just do it faster from your phone than you can from the laptop. So trial and error, found that out a year or so ago, because I'm the type of person, except for Shane, he helped me out there. Frankly's do help out, but I'm the type of person where if I ask for help, it's not going to come, so I just don't ask. And I just figure it out on myself, by myself. Yeah, I had to do everything from a phone for about a year or so. It was a phone with, I could see 7 lines of text, and I had a wireless keyboard, and that was, let's say, 2017. Yeah, that was 2017. Things were kind of uh, beginning and ending in 2017. We're good and bad. Yeah, well, we do need cowbell players. When they take it's like 1,000 drummers playing Teen Spirit. Why don't they take 1,000 cowbell players to play whatever the song is that they were playing in the SNL sketch? Like they can all play that. Definitely need more cowbell. I got a fever. The only prescription is more cowbell. Won't try a Christopher Walken impression. Check him out in Suicide Kings. That's I believe 1998 again. He's creepy as fuck. He's duct taped to a chair. It's on the cover. That's not a spoiler. And he's intimidating just from that chair. Oh, it was good. GNR, Metallica, Tesla stuff. Don't Fear the Reaper. Yeah, that's what Frank's band. I don't know if they put out a application for this, but maybe they're maybe they don't know how to ask, but if they need a cowbell player, maybe somebody who does play cowbell just needs to email, set the charge, like, hey man, I know exactly what you guys need. Wait right there. And just come in with the cowbell. Walking is great. Okay, dogs just like to get out for a while. Okay, yeah, I kind of thought that what it was. It's like, is it can't be like a stir crazy thing. It's just the one day. Yeah, set the charge. That's the name of it. It is spelt um because it is correct to make the lowercase, but in the band name that they use, the is capitalized, so that is correct for the band. In Bruges, I've heard of that movie. I have heard of that. Very cool. Yeah, that's we'll have to it's getting kind of late for the oh this time just flew by, but we'll have to like talk about movies and just see if we've just to see what we've all seen, kind of a thing. So we've got because our tastes in music are going to be wildly different, but I think we're going to have more movies in common. Let me write that down for tomorrow. This was so much fun. Let's do the exact same thing tomorrow. I forgot what I was going to write. Oh, movies. For what's tomorrow? 5/23. And that is a holiday. And I get to fire in the hole 3-time horn. Is it Bruges? Brudges? I'm going to say that wrong. Let me just look it up. 70s rock, blues, and country bands all over the decades. Okay, Dragon's Age. Another live at 9 o'clock, surviving end times. Wow, that's got to have some good advice, like the prepping, survival, keeping yourself mentally on board with it, kind of a thing. Yeah, it's I was always interested in World War II movies, or just I like history, and I've watched it. I've read Anne Frank's book. Whether you think that's real or not. Uh, just really into World War II stuff, and just like what they had to put themselves through just to survive, and starving Jews in concentration camps, and just like all the ugly stuff, all the good parts of it. That everything that came together and happened those times, and I've always had a sense that it was good to know what happened. You should study history so you don't repeat it. And I just always watching those World War II movies. It's like, well, this stuff is popular because people lived through it, but we're still watching this media now. This is good stuff to know. History does repeat itself. Who knows? It could happen again. It was that long ago. It could happen anytime. And then March of 2020 happened. And it's like, we're living in those times I knew would always come. I knew I'd have to be a person who would always have to look up where products came from before I bought them. These times are here. So, like, all those things, I'm like, that would be a weird future. I don't know if I would have to live through that, but I kind of think I will. And that was right. So, I'm not surprised by modern times, everything since 2020. I knew it was coming, but it's just as easy to get out of it. It's not as bad as they want you to think. There's there's more good in the world than bad. I've said that many times before. And no matter what is, it's like advertisements. They're throwing stuff in your face. It's not good for you. It's just what they want you to see, whether it's a product or a medication, let's say. Just because they're selling it doesn't mean you have to buy it. And if you watch The Simpsons, there were something was going on in town. It was advertisements or something, and so Lisa got together with someone and they wrote a song, and it was called "Just Don't Look," and they just didn't look at the things that were bothering them, and they went away. Or if you watched Merlin from 19, why is everything I'm bringing up from 1998? Merlin from 1998. It was a TV movie. It was a two-parter. Sam Neill, Isabella Rossellini, Martin Short, Helena Bonham Carter, others. Very good. Very good. And spoilers. Oh, Miranda Richardson. How they got rid of the big bad at the end was they all just turned around and ignored her. She went away. It's just that simple. The Prestige. I gotta watch The Prestige. I think that's one Frank's brought up before. Yeah, see now Frank could have a fluffer, but um I mean, like he's got that area under the desk, but last I knew he had cameras down there to film himself, below the waist for his only Frank. So I don't know if he can fit a person down there and cameras. I haven't thought about that in a while. Glad you brought it up. I'm not Canadian, Bobby. That wouldn't work. He was a powder monkey. Ugh. Oh no, that sucks. Ugh. Gotta dynamite or see dynamite. Gotta blow stuff up. So yeah, next time I'll definitely we'll talk about definitely get into some movies more. I like movies. I just bought some movies. I'll be watching a movie tomorrow. And if I didn't say before, but I did drugs, movies were my drugs. I mean, I still do drugs, I still do movies. But that urge to, like, I've got to see this scene, I've got to hear this clip, I've got to listen to the music during the credits of this movie, and I'm just rushing to get home from work and get home. Well, I had to close at the job I was at, so the sooner I got cleaned up, the sooner I'd get home, watch my movies at like 3 and 4 in the morning, and do it like that. And that's it. You're like, I gotta have it. Powder monkey. It honestly sounds like a racist term. Yeah, why don't you just say he did coke? Why you gotta call him a powder monkey? Why you gotta bring monkey into it? Like, why do you think monkey means something else? You're the racist. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do the same thing tomorrow since this is it was if I didn't have the table just so I would have been locked in the room, but I didn't even take an intermission, didn't think about that. That's all right. We can try to schedule something. I can't play music. I could just suggest a song for you to listen to for a few minutes during the middle of the show, kind of thing. And again, the phone's been on the whole time. Nobody goes live. Nobody. Frank is live. Frank is live as of 10 minutes ago. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, tell you what. Let's leave here. Let's go see Frank. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Smash the like button. Look for, I'll put out a notification tonight for tomorrow's show. We'll talk about movies tomorrow. I'll try to remember to look at the camera more. It's lovely to see you guys. I'm so sorry to end this a couple minutes early, but Frank's on. So let's go.